All right, hey everyone.
Hey.
Welcome to Press Play. I'm Donovan.
And I'm Andrew.
Yeah, and we may be on a Friday, but we're going to time travel a little bit to Wednesday because Andrew wants to talk about Wednesday.
Yeah, I mean, usually we talk about animation, but I saw this one show on Netflix that's about a character named Wednesday, so I'm going to be talking about that.
All right.
Hello, everyone. Andrew here. I don't know about you guys, but it seems like every year Netflix releases one show that has the entire internet buzzing. First, it was Stranger Things, then it was You, and 13 Reasons Why. And then in 2021, we had Squid Games. 2022 was no exception to that rule, where late in the year, we saw the rise of Friday, Tuesday, Wednesday, that's the one. Wednesday is an 8-episode drama series that focuses on Wednesday Addams from the Addams Family. In case you don't know who the Addams Family are, let me do a brief history lesson here. The Addams Family is a fictional family that originally appeared in a series of single-panel cartoons from 1938. The family was depicted as a middle-class nuclear family where they share all interests in all things gothic and death. They're also close-knit, so characters living in the outside world get frightened whenever they see the wacky shenanigans the Addams Family do. In 1964, ABC released a live-action television series that was based on those original cartoons. The show gave each family member more depth and background, and the series went on for 2 seasons before being canceled in 1966. Over the next half-century, this franchise would be depicted in many different ways, including a somewhat successful film in the 90s that stars Angelica Houston, Raul Julia, and Christopher Lloyd. Yes, the Christopher Lloyd! Anyways, after a disappointing sequel that was released 2 years later, and 2 short-lived television shows, the franchise kind of went into obscurity throughout the 2000s. The 2010s also lacked Addams Family content, well, minus the release of a mediocre sequel to a mediocre animated film. But yeah, things weren't looking too well, and it felt like this was going to be one of those franchises that would remain in obscurity unless you brought up the 90s film around Halloween time. That was the case until Wednesday was released in 2022, and it took the internet by storm. I mean, you couldn't scroll through Instagram or TikTok around that time without seeing the Wednesday Addams dance to that one remix song. Ugh. So today, I'm going to take a closer look into Wednesday and see what all the hype is about. So as I mentioned before, this series focuses on Wednesday Addams when she starts a new chapter of her life at Nethermore Academy, a school that houses teens who are considered monsters and outcasts from society. I think it's very cool that this series focuses on one of the Addams Family members rather than the entire family. It allows the character to develop, and it's refreshing to see the incarnation to take a different approach than the previous versions. What's less cool though is the high school setting, which contains some of the stereotypes you may find from other high school dramas. You have your bully who later becomes an ally, the one friend who supports the new student when everyone else is tired of her, and of course your high school boys who become the love interest of the main character. It sort of ends up becoming a love triangle, which I thought was kind of unnecessary for the show to do. And even if you think this show is still original because of the quirkiness of the monster students, let me remind you that there is a live-action Monster High movie that just came out that year. Ugh. Alright, enough of the negativity. Let me talk about the things I liked about this series. The story focuses on a murder mystery and a curse that Wednesday Addams must solve using her developing psychic abilities that were passed down from her mother. I was definitely invested in the aspect of the story. Seeing these clues coming together and seeing the divide between the other characters on whether or not to support Wednesday is just fun to watch. Speaking of which, despite having some stereotypical high school roles, the characters in the show are actually enjoyable to watch. Jenna Ortega did a phenomenal job playing the role as Wednesday Addams. She had that stern look that you would expect from Wednesday Addams, but you see her emotions develop as the series goes on. Amid was surprisingly a good character in the show. She's basically the opposite of Wednesday Addams, where she's all peppy and she wants to be friends with everyone. But I do think the character complements well with Wednesday, and it doesn't get to the point where she gets annoying. You also see the rest of the Addams Family at times, and all the roles are portrayed very well. So yeah, if Netflix decides to do more with this world and have a spin-off or a film with these characters, then I wouldn't mind with that. But man, I really like Uncle Fester. He only appeared for one episode, but he was a true highlight of the show for me. Huge shout out to Fred Armisen for his role. The rest of the cast was pretty solid, not much to talk about there. However, there is one more character I'd like to discuss. Thing. First and foremost, I'm glad they used practical effects to make the hand for Thing look real. There was no need for CG, which instantly makes the character appear more alive and real. Too bad I can't say the same thing about the other students who fully transform into monsters. Second, even though Thing doesn't speak, you can see the actor attempting to add personality by having him not only assist Wednesday in solving the mystery, but also try to improve Wednesday's school experience. Characters like Thing make me become fascinated with storytelling. I won't talk about what happens towards the very end, but I feel like the last episode was a bit rushed. Like, once we find out the mystery, we're thrown into the final confrontation, and just like that, the villain gets defeated and all things are good again. It just feels underwhelming when you had all this build-up for this moment. Oh, and how come every time Wednesday Addams gets in trouble, the principal just lets every incident slide off until it gets close to the end where it just gets too far? I know Nethermore is supposed to be different from other schools, but that doesn't mean you have to become Mr. Beast and still let her attend school. I mean, if they did that here at school, I would have been suspended from the spot. Like, how does this world even work? So what do I think of the show overall? Well, despite its flaws, I still enjoyed watching it all the way through. I really like the characters here and the mystery plot that you follow along, which was fun to watch. But do I think it was worth all the hype it was getting? No, just no. But for those who have never seen it and are interested in watching the show, I would recommend it. It may not be everyone's cup of tea, but I think it was a fun experience to watch. Anyways, thank you everyone for watching, and I will see you all next time.
All right, that's pretty good, Andrew. But honestly, I'm feeling kind of gloomy. So how about we talk about something that's a little bit more lighter in tone? Capitalism.
Yeah, capitalism. I mean, you can get away with so many things with capitalism.
Yeah, and Abe's going to talk about the things you can get away with in his game review of Game Dev Tycoon.
Oh, I didn't realize that you could make capitalism, but yeah, let's do that. So let's learn about capitalism with video games.
Tycoon games rule. I love them. Roller coasters, zoos, diners, and more. Running a business just feels so fun in video game form. Maybe it's because a video game allows me to make the stress and pressures of running a business something that truly doesn't affect me, even if I lose. Or maybe it's an escapist fantasy, since in today's economy, I could never afford to start up my own company, barely making ends meet. What was I talking about? Right, business, simulation, tycoon video games. There's a lot of them, with many of them bearing the badge of tycoon in their name to show that they put themselves on equal or higher quality to the original titans of early simulation games. However, one tycoon game currently stands above all others, to me at least. I love Game Dev Tycoon, and so should you. So, Game Dev Tycoon was originally released December 10th, 2012. We're really on the brink of breaking news here in Press Play. I'm about to get a degree in journalism, and I'm covering a game from 2012. Anyway, the game released on iOS and Steam to mediocre fanfare, mostly because it was suspiciously similar to a mobile game called Game Dev Story. And by suspiciously similar, I mean they look the exact same. I'm not here to discuss that today. Screw Game Dev Story. I want to talk about my game that I play. So, Game Dev Tycoon puts you, the player, in the role of an intrepid indie game developer, operating out of your dingy garage in a time historians refer to as the 80s. You're responsible for developing, marketing, and selling video games from the early 80s to the modern day, adapting to changes in culture, trends, technology, and media. You can even see the rapid progression from computers being the only form of home gaming to the evolution of knockoff versions of iconic video game consoles and publishers. The knockoff names bring me immense joy. Some of my favorites include the Vena Oasis instead of the Sega Genesis, the publisher Activision, I don't think I need to spell that one out, and the Ninvento, GameSphere. Editors, please insert the Drake and Josh clip right here.
It's spherical! Spherical!
To be honest, I'm kind of an idiot when it comes to technology. I always wanted to develop video games as a kid, but I just do not have the brain for it. Right now, at least. I've failed a lot of programming classes. However, this game allows a dum-dum like me to enjoy it and make games, while still influencing my game's success or failures off of technical choices an informed developer can make. Creating an engine, knowing what features prioritize in different genres of game, and following the marketing trends and making predictions are all key skills for staying on top in the game's fast-paced world of games. Greenheart Games really let the player role-play the growth of a dream indie story, from a project released by one basement-dwelling nerd to an acclaimed AAA release anticipated by fans and the media. So naturally, writing the script made me want to play Dev Tycoon again. So here, I'm going to tell you about my latest run in Game Dev Tycoon that I did for this script to illustrate some of the things I love about the game. Naturally, I named my company Press Play because references. As you can see, we literally start out designing games from inside of a dirty garage. However, with each successful game release, you can build up a following of fans and a steady income of money. I made a couple games referencing Press Play people, like a mythology game called Justin and the Argonauts. It sold terribly. An educational game called Learning with JJ. It sold terribly. And a cooking game called Carson's Bistro, which sold very well for some reason. However, the breakout hit was a second educational game, exact same process, but this one worked. I called Class of Kleinman. This game sold like hotcakes and exploded my income and fans for no reason. One feature I didn't talk about much at the beginning is research points. Researching allows you to unlock new topics like zombie games or government or game development simulator. There's an achievement for that. It allows you to unlock new options as the player, like making cross-platform games or multi-genre games. Researching also allows you to unlock better skills within the realms of level design, story, engine, etc., 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 such as mono or stereo sound, achievements, branching story, and much, much more. These features aren't automatically added to what you can select during game development, though, unlike the genres. They have to be built into an engine. I love making engines in this game. It's really dorky. You spend some time combining every currently unlocked ability you have, or at least the best versions of them, until you can create a powerhouse engine that wipes the floor with your previous games. Since we're gassing up Press Play here today, I named the engine after the only thing that keeps this whole place afloat. Please welcome the Mog engine. Of course, this engine will eventually be updated and replaced as you unlock more and more features. You'll also eventually move into bigger and better office spaces. These allow you to get into marketing or respond to emails, get interviewed by journalists, and not live in your garage. The biggest thing, however, is that later offices allow you to hire employees, which can radically change the quality of your games. Your games will sink or swim based on the talent of your character, your employees, and you, the real-life player, managing them all. Can you make the next big indie darling? Will you become a AAA developer everyone keeps their eyes on? Or will you go the way of the Gavador 64 or Vena consoles, lost to the sands of time, beaten by PC advancements and the unstoppable tide of Ninvento fanboys? Well, thanks for watching this little rant, and if this game looked or sounded fun, give it a try. It's inexpensive, super simple to pick up, and just crazy fun. I was supposed to play it for an hour to write this, and I was playing it for so long that I was late for work. It was probably around 6 hours. I'm going to look up my Steam playtime and ask the editor to put it in somewhere. It's a lot. Just a word of advice, ignore every scam-looking email your character might receive. Nigerian princes are not trying to send you money. I learned that the hard way. So you stay playing, Indiana. Does that work as our outro, guys? Is that cool? All right, thanks, bye. It's Abe signing off.
Now wasn't that fun learning about capitalism and communism at the exact same time? But it looks like that we're about at the end of the video, so we will see you guys next time.
Yeah.
I'm Donovan.
And I'm Andrew, and thank you for watching.
All right.
Hey, do you actually mention the word communism or capitalism in your segment?
Wait, why?
I remember reading it.
We're doing something.
What? Wait, why?
You can do it.
This is a perfect segue to what we were talking about. It looks like the camera's still on, so I guess we have more time. So bloopers. That's it. No, that's it. I'm walking off.
Puts himself on there.
And I also don't charge, so exactly. And you're not wearing an eye patch.
I'm taller than you. Suck it. I'm taller. Look at this. Nope, I'm taller. It's enough to women.
Abe has a twin brother named Gabe. No, that's not a joke.
Gotta choke up on it.
His name is Abriel, and his brother's name is Gabram.
That is a lie. This is the fake news by the media.
Welcome back to Press Play. It's me, JJ, and we're playing Guess That Movie. Pan over to them. And these are our contestants. Tell us your name.
I'm Gage.
I'm Benson.
I'm Carson.
I'm Justin.
Do you guys think you know movies?
No.
Alien.
That is Alien. That's a point for Gage.
one?
Viewers at home,
Which
keep
one?
keep track.
Which one?
Yeah.
It's only Alien 1.
Yeah. Singular.
It says it right there. Look at that.
Alien.
I think that was you, yeah.
Alien.
It's Alien.
Okay, it was Alien.
But do
Good
you know the
job.
tagline?
We're not in.
Yeah.
We're not in space
Come
anymore.
on, man.
In space, nobody can hear you scream.
Okay, so that's one for Carson. What is it?
The never-ending story.
Never-ending story.
Yo, can y'all slow down? This is not a speed run. Y'all just went through like 4 or 5 in a minute.
Which one is
Yeah, I
this?
knew
I
this
don't
would trip
know.
you
Which
guys.
one
hard.
is this?
No.
Because it's one of the three.
It's easy. It's easy. It's Batman Begins.
It is Batman Begins.
Batman
I wasn't
Begins.
gonna. I was debating if I wanted to actually answer correct or just completely just do a bit.
Yeah,
Edward Scissorhands.
absolutely.
Oh, I
It's
didn't know. I
3
wasn't.
for
I was
Ben,
thinking
1
the
for
Minions
Gage.
movie.
Yeah.
Is that the Minions movie?
This next movie, it won an award. It won an Oscar. In like probably the 90s or something. It takes place like in a war, and there's like some running.
Forrest Gump.
Yeah, it's Forrest Gump.
Yeah, it's Forrest-
This next one, what is this one?
Oh, that was Gage. I'm
it
Ben.
was Gage.
No, I'm not Ben. You're Gage. I'm Ben.
Come on.
It's the Goonies.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
One of my favorite movies. Some people, when I was a kid, they said that I looked like one of the kids from this movie, and I took it very, yeah.
I already know. Isn't the Goonies?
How did he
It's the
know? It was
Goonies.
the Goonies. Okay.
I can't. I'm
So-
too good.
So when I was 12 years old, I went to summer camp, and people said that I looked like Chunk, and they told me to do the Truffle Shuffle. But I have never watched the movie before, so I didn't know what the Truffle Shuffle was. So I lifted up my shirt and I did the Gibby thing, and yeah, I had no self-esteem. Next. Yeah.
I actually know this, but it's because you were talking about it earlier. So I'm just gonna say that this is obviously Ocean's 85.
Ocean singular. I don't know. The Departed?
No, but you're close.
Can
The
I
actor
actually
in The
say
Departed
it?
is in the movie, and these buildings might give you a clue.
Ben, I'll give you one more guess before I just steal this point because of unfair gameplay from earlier.
This movie made the top of the charts.
Ooh.
Yeah?
Is it The Matrix?
It is not The Matrix, but you're close.
Ooh.
Yeah?
Is this that movie In Time?
No, for a second I
No.
thought you were gonna get it, but you didn't.
What is this
Can
movie?
I go again?
Yeah.
Is it Taken?
No.
Wait. Okay, so there's water there, which makes me think maybe almost disaster movie, but he's got a gun?
Okay, so look at the buildings. What do those buildings tell you?
It's in a city?
Yeah, okay, now why would there be water in the city? That's not something you see every day.
Well, that's the thing. That's why I was thinking maybe disaster movie, but like...
Alright, I'll give you a hint. Alright, so like, there's this, this movie is at the top of my list of movies.
Like Billboard Top 100?
Or top.
Or is that an IRB thing?
It doesn't.
Oh, no,
This movie is always spinning around in my head like a top. Yeah?
Wait, I don't... Oh, no. I hit the button, but I don't... Uh-oh. Spinning at the top. It's...
Okay, so the main actor, he was in Wolf of Wall Street. He was in Titanic. He was in a lot of stuff.
It's a Leonardo DiCaprio
Yeah,
type
it's
joint.
Leonardo DiCaprio. So just go through the Leo DiCaprio movies in your head.
Is this Don't Look Up?
Sci-fi movies.
Yeah, it is a sci-fi movie. Yeah.
Sci-fi
Starring
movie.
Leo DiCaprio.
Sci-fi movie starring Leonardo DiCaprio.
On top. Okay, what is it? What is it?
You don't? Do you got any? You got any?
I knew this would be very
Well,
difficult.
JJ was telling me that he put Inception in this, and I think it's Inception.
It's Inception.
That's Inception, but
No,
it's so difficult. You can't even tell that's Leo.
Because I remember
cheated.
the
I
posters
cheated.
always being
Look
like
at me,
the
I'm a
city,
cheater.
like.
Yeah.
What could this be? What?
Can't be that.
We'll just skip ahead. It's Inception.
Oh, yeah, this is the top.
Yeah.
I have never seen Inception.
Neither have I.
I've seen the first 40 minutes.
Independence Day.
It's Independence
Yeah,
Day.
it's Independence
4th of
Day.
Speaking of Independence Day, 4th of July, I can't tell if it's overrated or underrated. Like, fireworks are cool and hot dogs are cool, but is the 4th of July cool? Answer in the comments.
Okay.
Nerds, you gotta get it.
Nerds. What did you call me?
Oh.
Oh, that is the one.
Independence
Yeah.
It is
Oh, that's very
Independence Day.
topical right
Yeah.
about now.
Will Smith Will?
Will's
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
banned from the
I was
Oscars
thinking,
for
like,
10
Alien.
years.
That's Jaws.
Jaws.
Yeah.
I hit it first.
I definitely hit it first.
I wasn't paying attention, so we'll give you both the point.
Okay.
So it's like 5-4.
I guess.
Come on, you can get it.
I can get it. I can. Oh, I didn't mean to press it.
You know what it is.
Yeah. The black and yellow, like the Wiz Khalifa song or whatever the name is.
That movie, Boss.
No, I'm thinking of some.
The Boss Baby?
I'll answer it right.
Yeah, what is it?
It's Jaws, but I was gonna say Shark Boy and Lava Girl.
Shark Boy and then the Lava Girl's on the top.
Yeah,
I like
the
that,
Lava
yeah.
Girl.
This next one, come on.
The Martian.
That's The Martian.
Martian.
Okay.
6
I'll just say them faster then.
This one.
Oh, that's The Martian.
It is, Gage. Good job.
Thank you.
And that's the end.
That's the end?
Yeah. Let's let's name some of our favorite movies.
The Minions movie.
Yeah.
Followed by
Boss Baby.
Boss Baby, the second one over the first one.
Okay, yeah.
Followed
Boss Baby,
by
like the boss is home or something. Yeah.
It's Family Business.
Oh.
Jeopardy season 32, episode 19. That really got you, huh?
Nerd love movies.
This isn't a contest of knowledge.
Yeah.
This is a contest of talent.
Because those are the two things in the world: is knowledge and talent.
That's what Miss America is, isn't it?
He is. I'm just demigod to me like rings like Percy Jackson and stuff.
If that's alright, don't mean I'm in love tonight. I kissed a girl and I liked it. Are we done?
We are 4 adult men singing Katy Perry.
Yes.
I'm not talking Minecraft, Doodle Jump, Slenderman, none of that. I'm talking Minesweeper.
Overwatch is a game